Hey you guys, it's the most beautiful California summer night. We hit a high today of 102 for June. And right now it's 7 o'clock at night. It's probably close to like 85 degrees. And I am noticing that there is so much to harvest here on the homestead. So I'm gonna take you guys along on my first harvest this season. And the first thing I'm gonna start with is my Santa Rosa plum in the back. Ever since we started our homestead, there is this moment I have been dreaming of, and it's having a large enough harvest that I can bring in from the garden and orchard to actually feed my family of 6 and be able to do something with so I can put up some food into our pantry. With it only being 3 years here on our California homestead, our trees haven't quite reached maximum capacity yet. But this year, this plum tree had an absolute bumper crop, and it's really the first time that I can bring in something sizable enough to actually have my kids eat fresh, and then also maybe make some plum jam or plum sauce and put that into our pantry. So for me, year 3 has actually been a dream come true because it's the dream that I had when we first bought this place. It's actually coming to life this year, which is so awesome. All right, you guys, I just harvested a massive basket worth of plums, and I think I barely even scratched the surface of what's on this tree. I am planning on eating these fresh. I mean, my kids can probably eat like 5 or 6 of these each per day. And then I think with the rest of them, I'm going to try to make a plum sauce. I'll probably end up giving a lot of them away too, but this harvest makes me so happy. But believe it or not, I have more fruit on different trees. So I may need another basket. We'll see. I'm gonna head over to my peach tree and see what's right there. All right, this is my Eva's Pride peach. It's the first peach that I have ripen up in my orchard. It's been in the ground about 2 years, and I have been harvesting it periodically as the fruit has been becoming ripe, but it's pretty much at the tail end with these hot days. I'm pretty sure all this fruit is ripe, so that just like came straight off. I think something got to this one, even though it's in a bag. It's covered in ants. We'll have to see what got to it. See if I can even get it out of this organza bag. Oh yeah, something got into it. It's okay, I'll just literally cut it open and see if it smells amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest everything off this tree. Another reason why I'm harvesting everything off this tree is I want to put our puppy Duke into the orchard to get used to the chickens. He is a old English sheepdog, and he's about 4 months old now, and I would really like for him to get used to the chickens that are currently in their run. And once he's used to them, let them free range and him protect them at the same time. So that's my goal. But I let him in here to get used to the chickens, and he started biting at my fruit and tearing it off of my trees. So that, oh my goodness, this is absolutely perfect. Look at this peach. It is so gorgeous. It's starting to split because we've had really hot days, but also some rain. And anyway, I think this is like the last day I could pick this peach. But anyway, I'd like to get Duke back in here, but on some of these trees that are really young, the fruit is low, and so I want to go ahead and actually pick all the fruit off the trees that are super low so Duke doesn't get them, because I can pick the fruit early and do something with it versus lose it to the dog. Okay, I think I got everything off this tree. I think it was just 4 pieces of fruit. So anyway, now the next tree that I have is our mid-pride peach. It's not ready yet, but everything is sizing up and coloring up. I am thoroughly excited for this harvest. It's going to happen probably in about a week or so. We're going to be inundated with peaches as our plums are starting to die down. Okay, so the last tree that I'm going to harvest from today is our Anna apple. This tree, I don't know if you remember, I did like a June garden tour, orchard tour thing, and it was absolutely loaded with apples down here. The tree was leaning. I was watching it every day, and I was gonna pick them off slowly to make apple pie filling because they weren't gonna ripen up before it was gonna break some branches. And Duke the dog did that for me. So this tree I absolutely want to harvest. I might leave the upper ones until they fully ripen, probably end of this month. But the lower ones I for sure want to get. And they're probably going to be too tart, more like a Granny Smith apple. But I can make apple pie filling from these, and that should be just fine. I think this will be too big for the organza bag. Okay, so here's the Anna apple. I feel like it has a very distinct shape to it. It's more long and almost has like big shoulders, but like a tiny bottom. And if it was truly ripe, it would have more red around where the sun hit it and then more yellow in the back. So I do think that it is probably like 1 to 2 weeks too early. I think all that is going to happen is that it's going to be very tart. So I'm going to make all these apples into apple pie filling, something really yummy for the kids. I did that with all of the apples that Duke took off the tree, and we enjoyed fresh apple pie filling with homemade vanilla ice cream, and it was absolutely delicious. So I've also heard that the Anna apple might give us 2 crops of apples in any given season. So by pulling these off, the Anna apple only needs about 100 chill hours, and chill hours is like 45 degrees at night, in order to put on more blossoms. So we probably won't get there in the summer, but closer to like end of July, early August, we might get those 45-degree temps at night as we kick into fall, and we might actually get a crop of apples come like December. We can still be pretty hot in December, and so that would be awesome. So it's just really exciting. This tree is finally growing out. I've been kind of waiting for it to do that. So the fact that we're getting our first apples this year is just absolutely amazing. Okay, this garden basket is so full. I have one more place I need to go harvest from, and then I'm quickly going to show you the squash, pumpkin, melon patch and what's going on there. I think I'll have some stuff to harvest soon from there. And then my harvest basket is full. This is hands down the biggest harvest that we've had in June here at the homestead after being here for 3 years. And it's pretty exciting because I'm finally at a place where I can start putting up some food for our family and can it and actually substitute what we're growing for what we're buying at the grocery store. So this is super exciting. Okay, so this is my wall of cucumbers. I think I have like 6 cucumbers planted, and this might be like a 10-foot bed. And oh man, look at this. Anyway, I haven't had like a bulk harvest yet of cucumbers, but I think given the weather and how much these are growing now, I had some issues with the water where Duke had unplugged our watering system, and I didn't realize it until a week later. And then when I turned it on, I put it on manual so I could check that every single drip worked, and I never turned it on automatic. So then during a hot spell, the water wasn't working. But I think I'm finally at the place where like the water's working, everything's looking healthy. So anyway, I'm going to be getting a huge harvest of cucumbers. There's so many flowers. I can see cucumbers growing. And I am planning on, or I have been as they've been slowly dribbling in, is doing refrigerator pickles. So I'll keep doing that. I think I might only have one in here. I'll have to look. And then also I just got some fermenting lids, the silicone kind. And I do plan on, when they're really small, fermenting some whole pickles. I am really interested in kind of doing like a assortment of pickles. So I want to do, when I have like just a plethora of cucumbers, I want to do canned pickles that I can put up in our pantry. But really, I love the refrigerator pickles because they're so easy to make as long as you kind of do the brine a little bit ahead of time, and then the fermented pickles for the probiotic benefit. So when I look at this bed, I am just over the moon excited about what we possibly might get from it. I really think in the next week or two, this is going to start pumping out just a ton of pickles for us. I see one more. Oh yeah. Oh no, I see two more. Okay. This vine is like producing like crazy. Okay, I'm actually gonna have some pickles to make something because I have a couple in my refrigerator. I just put them into like a glass bowl full of water and I just let them soak there. And so until I have enough. I think you can also, put them into, oh, there's another one. I think you can also put them into like a grocery bag and kind of like tie that shut and put that in the refrigerator, and it will hold the pickles fresh for about a week. Okay, let's go check the squash, and then if there's nothing there, I think this is my full early June harvest, which is huge for me. Apples, peaches, plums, cucumbers. I'm thoroughly excited for what the rest of June has to offer. This is just more than I could have prayed for. Just such an awesome basket of food for our family for this week. Okay, so here's my pumpkin patch-ish. It has melons, like watermelon, cantaloupe. It has squash. It has butternut squash. It has pumpkins in it, and I've been in the process of mulching it. This is something that I'm going to do on the entire orchard, but it is very time consuming. Ryan did get me like a beautiful hill of this dark mulch, and so when it's not a really hot day and I have some time, I come out and I try and mulch as much as I possibly can and chop and drop the weeds. Which, if you're not wood chipping your orchard or part of your in-ground garden, I highly recommend it. It helps so much with water retention, and it has been a game changer for us. The plants that are in this mulch are so much happier than the plants that aren't, and I really think it makes a difference. In fact, I went around each of my plants and I just mulched them just around the base because it's taking me some time to get over this way. With this project, I only spent one day doing it and I got this far, and so I just need a couple more days, maybe a little help from Ryan, and I think this entire patch, if it doesn't get eaten by gophers, which I have had lots of gophers on it, I think that it's going to look beautiful, and I cannot wait to do it to the rest of our orchard. I'm looking around here. I have a Romanesco squash here, and I do have some flowers going and some squash, but I don't think I have anything to harvest on it. I think this is the same thing. I'm sort of just waiting for female flowers to come up. So anyway, everything else is more like a winter squash, like a pumpkin or a watermelon that comes on later. So I'm not expecting anything else to harvest. So anyway, I think that harvest ends here. We got a big basket of Santa Rosa plums, some peaches, some apples, and also some cucumbers. But I'm planning to be back maybe next week with another harvest video because this place is starting to go bananas. I've only been here 3 years, but we're finally getting something to show for it, which is really awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.